You know, us men and women, as we get older, we realize that some really beautiful things come with age. One of those beautiful things is not caring what other people think, openly talking about um, the reason behind what we're doing without being ashamed or scared, not caring what others think in any situation, and speaking our mind no matter who is listening. Also, what comes with age is not putting up with things that we don't have to because we realize our own sanity and happiness and feeling good about things in general is not only important but is absolutely necessary in order to have a healthy relationship with anyone else, man or woman. Now, if we're wise, we do two things. I always repeat this saying that I saw one time on a billboard. It said, "The wise people um, learn from the mistakes of others, and fools insist on making their own." And the reason I bring that up now is because if we're wise, we reach that point, we reach that state, that phase in our life where we don't care what others think, where we openly talk and do and walk what we want to do without having any worries at all. And I mean genuinely from the bottom of your heart, not caring what others think or what will they say or how will they judge you, anything. Openly doing what you want all the time. If you're wise, you'll reach that at an earlier age and not wait till you're 40 or more. And this also has so many side benefits that you will only realize after you've adopted that attitude. You will see how much more people will respect you. You will see how much more people will reciprocate, also telling you, hey, you know what, I feel that way too. But you mentioning it was the impetus in me also admitting it, because so many people, no matter what you like and no matter what you don't like, no matter what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with, etc., 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 believe you me, there are others who feel the same way that you do, but they never dare. 95% of the people don't dare to speak 100% openly about what they really think, especially now and especially in the West, where we all know how this political correctness has destroyed everything. People are absolutely walking on eggshells, are afraid to say what they think truly because they're afraid of losing their job, of being, ostracized, etc., etc., etc. You know the rest. I don't need to teach you. Unless you're living in the East and you're free from this BS that we have to put up with in the West. I am faced with it and I'm aware of it because I travel around the globe and I see the difference, and it's such a welcome change to be able to speak freely and normally. The operating word here is normally. To speak normally and not have to say strange things just to be accepted. Now this all ties in, of course, and is very much relevant in relationships, interpersonal relationships with women. When you reach a point where you truly don't care, and this is not in an uncaring or rude or inconsiderate way, but you have enough self-respect and you've reached a maturity point in your life where you can say and do and walk the walk and talk the talk of what you really think, as opposed to worrying about what others will say, how will they judge you, oh, if I say this to her, will that turn her off? No. If you reach that point without having to be 40, 50, 60 plus, whatever, the earlier the better. Take it from those who have lived before us and lived longer and have reached that point. Use their experience to your advantage. If you reach that point where you can be 100% open and unashamed and proud of the things you like, the things you're willing to put up with, the things you won't accept, be direct, you will see how much more you will be respected, it'll be reciprocated, and people will respond in the same way and respond positively. And as far as a man dealing with a woman, the woman will respect you so much more when they know that You are willing to stand your ground. You're willing to state your opinion. You're willing to state your beliefs without being afraid of how she will judge you or what she will think. Hey, the thing is, even if you're hiding it, even if you're afraid of what others will think, if let's say in your relationship with a woman, you're gonna have to revert inevitably to what you like to do and what you don't like to do anyway. So why not do it from the start? Why put yourself through the torture of acting? If, for example, you don't like to go out with her girlfriend, for example, I'm just using an example. You know, why would you hide that in the beginning and suffer through it, and then only have to admit it later when you know her better? You say, you know, I really don't like to do that, or I really don't like to go to romantic movies, or I really don't like to go to shopping with you. Say it from the beginning. Have the courage to say and do what you really want, and you will only be rewarded. Don't wait till you're old. Do it at an earlier age, and just watch the rewards come in. That's my video for today. All the best.